Alright, boys and girls, welcome back to the drive-through. We got a classic algebra 2 problem here. The directions say to rationalize the denominator, which means to get rid of the radicals in the denominator. That's what it means to rationalize. Now, what you're going to do here is multiply by what's called the conjugate. Uh-oh, I have no idea if that's how this is spelled, conjugate. And what the conjugate is the same thing as the bottom with the opposite sign. So our conjugate here is radical 7 minus radical 2. Now, as if this wasn't like wild enough, you might be asking yourself, well, hold on, how can I just multiply by that? Like I can't just go around multiplying by things. The only thing I'm allowed to multiply by is 1. Well, that's actually what we're going to multiply by. But this version of 1 is going to involve the conjugate. So look, I'm just going to rewrite the problem real quick. We're going to multiply by a fancy form of 1, and that's going to be this. Now, you got to just trust this. Now we're going to FOIL the top and FOIL the bottom. So if we FOIL the top, we get 2 radical 7 outside minus 2 radical 2 inside plus radical, well, what's 14 times 70? 70 plus 28, 98. We're going to be able to simplify this. This is going to be a pain in the butt. And then minus radical 28. Alright, so the top is nasty. The bottom is not so nasty. Radical 7 times radical 7 is 7. Radical 7 times negative radical 2 is negative radical 14. And you're like, oh, dang it, we're going to have radicals not so fast. This is the whole point of the conjugate. When you do the inside, you get a positive radical 14. And then radical 2 times negative radical 2 is negative 2. So these cancel. All right, let's see. Let's start simplifying things. 2 radical 7, simplified. Minus 2 radical 2, simplified. Radical 98 is radical 49 times 2. So that's 7 radical 2. Oh, nice. We got some like terms here. And then I'm thinking, let's see, radical 28, that is 4 times 7. Yes, it is. So that's 2 radical 7. 2 radical 7. All right. And then, so that's going to be minus 2 radical 7. Okay, look. Well, here, I'll slow down. Now, on the bottom, you get 7 minus 2, which is 5. 2 radical 7 and negative 2 radical 7 cancel, and our final answer, what's negative 2 plus 7? It's 5. So it's 5 radical 2 over 5. You've got to be kidding me. That is just radical 2. That's amazing. All right, boom.